So my name is Erin Linden. I'm the principal and owner at Market Design and Lifestyle. We specialize in collaborative design with our clients, high-end residential mostly, but open to every size project. I've been working with CF Interiors for about 5 years on my own as my independent firm, though did kind of get our toes wet a little bit with the firm I worked with previously. What I love most about working with the designer trade program is the support. Being a solopreneur can be really isolating and can be really hard to wear all the hats. It's physically impossible to wear all the hats. It really does feel like we kind of have assistants behind the scenes all the time, our client facing as well as behind the scenes, which is really helpful that we kind of have a voice for our clients to speak to as well. It's nice that they have a showroom to come into. We do a lot of sourcing online. Can make people a little uncomfortable. So it's nice that we have something, this will sit like this. It's nice to have people in the showroom that can also speak to the construction of it. They're spending a lot of money on furniture, whereas I think we're kind of pulling people out of a world where they're buying quick turn, fast fashion, fast furniture that's not lasting. And I think educating people on why they're investing in furniture like this. If quality furniture should last you the time in which your renovation should last you, about 10, 15 years. It's nice to have people to support giving knowledge to our clients too. Another huge benefit to working with CF is the warehousing and the project management that goes behind warehousing. It is easy to assume that you're going to be able to manage the comings and goings of furniture, but if you're taking on more than one project, which hopefully most of us are, you just can't be in all the places at once. Has to be some boots on the ground to receive, to check for claims, which is a big problem. Big show homes, long-term projects, like our average project's about 6 to 12 months. If furniture starts to arrive and we sit on that product without checking it first, you lose your return window. You also now have the homework of returning it. All of that middleman stuff is cut out working with CF. So that's actually it really does feel like we have a small staff behind us. They never make me feel like they're too busy to help us with any of that, which is really lovely. We work with other competitors that will not warehouse for us. And that's been a challenge, truly. We're doing a very large show home at the moment, and we are sitting on a lot of furniture. And it's hard because now we have to get that furniture from point A to point B. You lose out on your white glove that you have to pay for anyway through these other big names. So yeah, it's just been it's a cleaner, smoother process in every way. Furniture projects, and this could be a hot take, but furniture projects I think are more complicated than like a full renovation. I think there's so many little bits and bobs that go into making it feel that feeling you get when you go into a beautiful home or a beautiful restaurant or a beautiful hotel. That's by design, that's not by accident. And if done correctly, all of those decisions are minute. All the tones need to match, all of the shapes need to coordinate, the harmony needs to balance out. And that's not always easy to do, I think, when you're inside the map all the time. So it's nice to be able to call out for help a little bit, reach out to people who have a broader view of what's available on the market. They show an incredible amount of stuff in this showroom, and it doesn't even scratch the surface. So for us, it's been helpful to send inspiration images if we're really stifled on finding particular pieces that have been like integral to the way we're trying to design something. Jen and Jim have been incredible. What about this? What about this? This is an option we found. This is coming in the fall if you can wait. It's so nice to have kind of a lead on what's current and not just resourcing the same stuff. I think we're very much in a world where it's quick turnaround, instant satisfaction. People are spending a lot of time absorbing content and not really thinking for themselves. And the people who are reaching out to designers and who are keen to really design their homes are interested in finding what works for them, not what works for Pinterest or HGTV or that designer everyone is following on Instagram. So it's nice to be able to have a plethora of options. And that's really helped me establish, I think, my brand perspective as well. I absolutely recommend partnering with CF and getting yourself a gym. I firmly believe that. They make your life easier. They help you find what you're looking for. They help you curate the looks you're aiming for. They keep you on budget and on schedule, which is very helpful. If something's not showing up, they're going to tell you. We can find an alternative. And the full service support is just something you don't get elsewhere. I mean, I do feel like I lucked out with Jim as my manager. He just makes this fun, and truly furniture sourcing, getting it just so, can be a little grueling at times, and there are a lot of moving parts. We usually kind of put it into bite-sized pieces too. It's not like we're asking clients or ourselves to furnish an entire home in one go. We're usually like chunking these down a little bit, make them a little bit more palatable, make sure that the harmony of the home is still in existence. Like I said earlier, I touched on it earlier, it kind of feels like we have a little bit of a staff behind us. I'm a solo entrepreneur. I've contract work here and there, but ultimately I like to have the creative vision. I like to be the creative director. And what's lovely about CF is that I can utilize them to help me pull. So if I'm showing them reference photos or showing them a piece of furniture that somebody's shown me from a competitor, I send it here first. Can you find a dupe of this? Do you have something similar? Can we find this sooner than whatever? It's nice to have this support in that way. For the growth of my business, it's allowed me to keep more money in my pocket, for sure, and absolutely take on more work. I love visual comfort. I love an interiors. Like, I really love something that I had an old boss years ago who always referred to the lighting as the jewelry, and I could not agree more. I think that lighting makes or breaks a home. I think it is the exclamation mark on a design project. I think that you could have the most beautifully executed architecture, the most beautifully executed finish package, the most beautifully executed furniture package, and if you mess up the lights, nothing will make sense. I touched on this earlier when I said, like, when you walk into a beautiful restaurant and you feel that feeling, you're like, wow, that's by design. And almost always in an environment like that, or in a hospitality environment in general, a hotel, a boutique, it's the lighting. That's by intention. That is the warmth of the room, the temperature of the room is allocated by lighting. And truly, another hot take, I think it's something a lot of people miss on. So I think that if you can, I almost build projects around lighting in a sense, where I see what the fixtures look like in the finished package we're putting together. And often we'll like pull lights really early on and then try to like fit them in as I'm working through the finishes. They're not at the end of the project for us.